Our judges over here this year. Our shearing judge is Richard Hine from South Australia, and Raylene Laidlaw is our wool judge from Victoria. Now, Tuma, come here. Last night we really appreciated your help when the girls won the test match. So tonight we're officially making you Australian.
Oh, don't do it, Tuma.
And you have to wear it right through the test, and on every sheet we want to hear an Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Well, I don't know if to say thanks a lot, Jim, or what, really? Okay, can we have the anthems, please? Do I have to sing the Aussie anthem? Everybody outstanding, please.
We got the boy Fox coming to sing the anthems. We have to invite him onto the stage. First time up, ladies and gentlemen, but all the Aussies in the house are going to have to help this as well. We got some music that we can play the Australian national anthem, please, Malcolm. We'll get our guys going. And then we'll have the Australians singing that as well.
Jason. Sarah, come and help me sing this anthem. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie!
Can I just say I heard an interesting version then?
That's okay. The New Zealand national anthem, please, Malcolm.
Hey,
28 apiece, Ken. 28 apiece.
28 apiece. And one way or the other, it's going to be 29-28 tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the support during our national anthems. We're all a bit croaky, but we did a hell of a good job. So we welcome you here. Our decade guys are gone. Now we need the decade guys to make a little bit of noise. Tuma Mullins is now an Australian. I think that's a $217 warehouse jacket, but that's all right. It's okay. Whare Ware has to be supported. The Aussies don't know what I'm talking about, so it's okay. It's all right.
They got the big dub over there. The big W.
He looks good, doesn't he? Mr. Farfoy, what do you reckon? We've just lost another citizen to Australia. He's just gone over the Tasman. He's never going to return. No brain drain. Oh, brain drain. That's a brain drain. What are you talking about? That's a brain drain. So, ladies and gentlemen, how many merinos have they got to shear?
Righto, we have the merinos, of course, from Alan Patterson and the Ranfurly. They have 6 merinos, 3 long wool and 3 second shear sheep. Oh, is that not stacked one way? Hello. Holy crikey, the big Shannon Wallace here on the front stand.
I thought we were in New Zealand ground, John. I thought we'd have a few more long balls and a few more less of those big wrinkly withers.
Well, it really puts the pressure on us. Hey, we're 1 down in the series so far here in Masterton for 2015. Nathan Stratford's got a bit of work to do. Likewise as Colin O'Neill, and down the far end, David Buick. But they'll be hard pressed to beat this team of Shannon Wallace, Daniel McIntyre and Damien Boyle down there on stand number 5. They carry a bit of spare gear with them up on there. You look, see Shannon Wallace, he's taken out a screwdriver out of his back pocket. He's got 3 hand pieces. He's probably got nuts and bolts in that little cavity there above the porthole as well. But he's an experienced competitor, been here over 10 years to help his country fight New Zealand on the shearing board. And we just have a quick look at the sheep. We're ready. We've got the green light. We can have you on the board, gentlemen. I know you need to get it underway. Could we ask those shearers to come out, please? There's 6 of those wrinklies. It doesn't matter which way you look at them. They're going to be pretty when you get them finished. That's all I can say. Pretty well shorn, really. Come on, guys. Shannon, you bring them out, mate. You know what these merinos look like. Thank you, Shannon. I'll shout you down the local later. Come on, David. Right along the board, let's have you on the top. Great event sponsored by Shearing, and of course Lance and Richard Wardell up there. They've been in the computer room for the last 3 or 4 days making things work here at the Golden Shears. The annual event since 1974, 28 all at this stage. Okay, ready to go. The timekeepers are right. We can go no further without the start of the machine.
All right.
Stand 4. You'll see this fella come out. He's a bit of a renowned figure, a bit of a cult figure on TV, Colin O'Neill. He's going to have to do the business tonight. Okay, you got him, Graham. Thank you. Gentlemen, good luck. Timekeepers are good. Judges are good. Competitors, go! Ooh, just about had the door opened at Mouse O'Neill. He's the fine wool shearer from down there in Otago, down in the deep south. Been on the TV with the shearing program, the Peter Lyon employed man. Here we got right up the front though, we got Shannon Wallace, this powerhouse of a man. His biggest love is fishing nowadays, but he's still good enough to represent Australia. He's in the tuition business of teaching young shearers how to take on life in the shearing shed. On stand number 2, Nathan Stratford. He's had a good shear in the Celtics, just in the PGG Wrightsons just a little while ago, and he steps up the neck. Great quality shearer from New Zealand, Daniel McIntyre. He's the captain and he's dropping into the first off shoulder. He's looking pretty sweet. These Australians have got a good start. Oh, Mouse has got a bit of a raker of a weather and she kicks the handpiece out of his hand. Let's hope he's still got enough teeth on that comb to get the wool off these foxy little sheep. He's shearing on stand number 4. Down on number 5, Damien Boyle coming over the shoulder on the last side. He might be leading the way. The pack for the Australians at the moment, strong in the shoulder. Maybe weak in the head, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. He's got a great shearing style as he comes down and out to the flank. He's making it look easy. He's trained many a time. What has he got? 5 Alexander Championships under his belt, this fella. Down the last side comes David Buick, one of the New Zealand hopefuls. Let's get rocking and rolling, David. You need to think about what you've got to achieve here for New Zealand this time round. You can't leave anything out on the board. Hey, what do they get? 1 minute and 45 seconds, Gerald, to shear that merino.
Oh yeah, they can show us how it's done. It's what they do all the time. Come on, young David Buick, you get into it. I think we'll just keep the commentary in between you and me, John. We won't bring that Aussie man Tuma into it. We'll leave him out the side now that he's jumped the ditch on us. Talking about jumping, we're going to get young Buick jumping in for number 2. That's what we want, young David. Pull that little baby out, and it's a little beauty. Look at that one. Get into that, Mr. Buick. Come forward onto Boyle. He's working his way round to the long blow. Mouse O'Neill, he's commonly known as the man in the middle. Jump starts that one, says, oh, Spaney, that was a difficult one I've just had. That's one of my tougher ones I've done here in a test match. But I'll dig very, very deep. And you know why? Because I've got the New Zealand label on my back and the silver fern on my chest. And I'm going to go and I'm going to leave everything on the board here. Everything right here, right now, tonight at the Golden Shears 55th year. Up he goes, up the neck. Wiggle, wiggle, riding it up. All that loose skin. Look at that. He just floated up there. He knew where those wrinkles were. He didn't have to see them. That's it, Mouse O'Neill. Come on, there's a stadium full of Kiwis. Let's get in behind them and make some noise. Make a big racket. They've got 6 of these to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure who organised all that, because it's like it's stacked for the Aussies to win, to have 6 of these. We really want 6 Lambos and 1 merino sheep. But here we are. We thought we'd give them a chance. We thought, oh, okay, we'll give ourselves a handicap. We'll back ourselves because we've got Stratty. And Stratty's really clean. And he knows how to shear these merinos as well. So Stratty said, it's okay. We can bang 6 of these out. We know these boys are good. But hey, we're ready to take on the challenge. Out he goes now, right out to the toenail. Well, at least to that joint. Anyway, that's number 2, Stratty. That's the man. That's what we like to see. You keep yourself warm. You've got a big night. It's your moment to shine at the Golden Shears, Stratty. And he goes to number 3, Warnest. Wow, gee, man. We haven't got enough time to tell you about everything he's done. But let's hope he's just not on song at the moment. There he goes. While I'm talking about him, I suppose we'll give Tuma Mullins a little bit of mic time. Tuma, you can have 20 seconds and then we'll get it off you.
Okay, thank you very much for letting me into the party. All I got to say is Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
He's
Aussie,
gone.
Aussie, Aussie! Come on, boys, get up them. Get up these Kiwi fellas. That's what we want to see.
He's sacked. He's gone down there on stand number 6. So we've got our man from Pongaroa down the first off leg. Look at him go. He's got sheep number 3 on the board, but the Australians have almost got one round him. Damien Boyle, he's the speedster down there on stand number 5, and first to drop out for sheep number 4. Here, likewise, right on his heels is Daniel McIntyre. Up here on the front, Shannon Wallace, the big man. Here comes the Stratman, though, into the long blow. He's about to go, working his sheep away, just 2 or 3 blows ahead of his teammate, Mouse O'Neill. Come on, Mouse, you got to let the brakes off soon, mate. There's 6 of these woolly monsters to have a go at. Beautiful fibre. Look at that white fibre coming off. Worth gold. They want to make it in one cut because the judges are looking for second cuts to that great fibre. There's no outside points because this is a real test here. We'll keep that a secret for a while. Over the shoulder comes Masterton's our man on stand number 2. Down and out to the flank he goes. Down into the Nathan Stratford working away. O'Neill right behind him on stand number 4. Down in the long blow now is David Buick. Come on, down on the seats in the far end, the north end. Give David a bit of a whirl up. He needs to keep going because he's a sheep back off these Australians. They're coming out and back. Up here in front it could be Shannon Wallace. He looks to be pumping along the best at the moment. Still chasing hard, Damien Boyle. The Australians have got it all their own way. Daniel McIntyre. They're all turning like triplets, aren't they, Gerald?
Oh, you could chuck a blanket over them. Oh, it's not a good look. I was screwing my face up thinking this is a test match. The Aussies against New Zealand. It's as good as it gets. I'm nervous. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat and cheering everyone, thinking, come on, young Stratty. Come on, David Buick. Give it everything you got. We're getting calls from the crowd now. Come on, David. That's the man. Get into it. Don't let these Aussies get away. Once upon a time, we could be here, ladies and gentlemen, and I would sit here in this seat and say, it's all good. Once we hit the full wall, once we hit the second shear, we'll wind these Aussies in. The green and gold will just come to a halt and we'll come in with a huge big finish, just like Kiwi in the Melbourne Cup. We'll just come steaming on home. But I'm afraid to say, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you inside at the moment, inside the wheel, that doesn't happen because the Aussies are quite good on the old crossbreeds now. So this is not looking too good just at the moment, so we'll just keep the microphone over this end of the hall. Round goes O'Neill, onto the long blow. He's holding the fleece and riding it, trying to make the skin tighten up. That's the man. That's nothing to do with show, ladies and gentlemen. It's work time. It's not barbecue time. It's not beer and Skittles. It's work time, business time. Down the neck, look at that. He's going to ride that neck out, that big, big wrinkle there. How's McIntyre going? We'll give them a bit of ear time, will we? Up and round. That's not as bad as it looks, folks. There, you cut ears. It's just the smallest little nick, and it bleeds. It drips and drips and drips. But it's only a slight little fault, to be very honest with you. It's a bit like a shaving cut. It just wants to keep on dripping. What do we got? Sheep 5 for the first Aussie. Sheep 5 for the second. Sheep 5 for the third. Where are we? A 4 for Buick. A 4 for Mouse O'Neill. And Stratty about to dive in for his fifth one. All right, Toomer, I'll give you 15 seconds. Away you go, you Aussie boy.
Okay, well, we see Nathan Stratford. He pulls another sheep out. It's a little beauty. Come on, Nathan Stratford. Come on, Mouse O'Neill. We need to catch up to these Aussie boys. Am I allowed to carry on?
Yeah, that's enough. Thanks, Toomer. Thanks very much. The audience is pleased with your comments. Now back to business here. Colin O'Neill, he's getting into it. Up the wrinkle he goes. But this is a tremendous display on how to get these wrinklies shorn and how to get them shorn nice and neatly, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to give credit where credit is due. We are that type and we will do it. Believe it or not, I was very surprised at how many of us Kiwis were singing their national anthem. I thought, no, just sit there and be quiet. Let's not encourage them. Let's not give them any more support than they need. But we're mumbling away there. We knew the chorus and bits and pieces. I'm sure that was a ploy to get us on side. But McIntyre flicks in and around the ear there. Man, what a demonstration, John, of shearing these wrinklies. This is the art form of shearing.
Beautiful stuff, isn't it? They just mesmerise you. Sheer power here from the Wallace. Look at him. Those shoals are really working. He's not quite as young as he used to be, and neither are any of us, but he's doing a great job up here for his team at the moment. As the time points tick on by, we've been going 9.5 minutes. Over the shoulder comes Nathan Stratford. He's still got one Merino in his pen. Likewise as Mouse O'Neill, he goes in now. Come on, Mousey, I hope you saved the flyer for the last. Down there on the bottom end, we got our man David Buick rocking into the long blow and sheep number 5. Number 6 is half shorn there for Damien Boyle. Half short, 3/4 shorn for Daniel McIntyre. On stand number 3, Shannon Wallace has got 3 or 4 blows left in his Merino on the front stand. Up over the top comes Mouse. Round the back of the head he goes. Come on now, Mousey, you got to pump it along. Last Merino on the board for Nathan Stratford. Oh, the Australians are getting the long wools out. This is where we might suffer. These guys have learnt to shear these long wools. Now beautifully and well presented. Here they go down the first off leg. Both 1 and 3. 2 blows left to go down on stand number 5 for Damien Boyle. And he's going to be in for the long wool as well. Mouse O'Neill's the closest Kiwi to him. Come on, Mousey, the weight's on your shoulder, matey. You're going to have to grow it. Take it all in your stride and punch that last side off on those Merinos. The last Merino on the board down there for David Buick. Come on, you Masterton crowd, you need to help Nathan Stratford. He's still got a good half a sheep to go. His mouse comes across the shoulder. He was slow to start. Oh, we're forgetting about the Australian supporters at the moment. We're starting to wind into the Kiwi, but the Australians are responding as they come down the last side, Gerald, and doing a marvellous job on this first crossbred.
Ah, look, here we go. Mouse O'Neill in for the first long-wooled. Oh, it's not looking too good. But hey, the game's not over just yet. Let's just stick with it. Into the belly while he dives. David Buick, how you getting on? He's got that last wrinkly one out of there. But Damien Boyle there.
Here comes the mouse.
7. Mouse Man's going mad. He says, I'm going to catch you guys. We've got a full stadium. We're getting beamed all around your world. Mouse, I might know you're used to the TV and you've shined in the TV program called The Shearing Gang. But here's your chance once again, this time globally. And he's responding to it. Away he goes, the Mouse Man, Mouse O'Neill. Let's get him behind him, ladies and gentlemen. Tuma.
Well, it's good to see this Mouse O'Neill. Look at his hand. He's going flat out. That's what they're going to need to do if they want to catch up to these Aussies. David Buick, you'll put it taking too much wool off around there, mate. Come on, push it along. We need you on the crossies. We need you on the crossies to catch the Aussies because at the moment, us Aussies are having a ball, Johnny.
Oh, I'm glad you put the zip on your lip because Nathan Stratford's got a crossbred on the board. Here he comes, sheep number 7 over the shoulder on the last side. He's only one behind Shannon Wallace now. He's putting the pressure on. The big man on the front starting to welder Nathan. Come on, apply the acid. It's a sultry heat here in Masterton. Mouse O'Neill is halfway through. Sheep number 8. He's picked up there Damien Boyle. Looking good, Stratty. Daniel McIntyre's got number 9 on the board. Keep an eye on that man in the middle, Gerald.
Oh, Shannon Wallace. This is his last long-walled. McIntyre, last long-walled. Boyle's still got one in the pen. But let's just shift all our attention because it's working. Young Mouse O'Neill, he's given it stick. He's got his turbo handpiece on. He's got his super wide comb on. He pulls out number 9, ladies and gentlemen. He is coming at them with every shot. He said, I will leave it all up here. I haven't worn the silver fern too many times. I have not had the anthem sung to me too many times. I've responded. This is new ground, new country. I've never been there. I'm feeling sensational and I'm going to pump it. Mouse O'Neill into the base of the ear he goes and up and round the back of the head with one big mighty blow. Shannon Wallace. That's the last of the long walled for him. He's finished. Daniel McIntyre, he's on to the first to the second shear. He won't have 2 left standing in his pen. Boyle throws the leg over, locks it up. Away he goes right into the ear there. What's happening down on the bottom stand, audience? How's Mr. Buick going? He's got lots of buddies. He needs some encouragement as well.
He's gone for the supercharge. He's gone for the supercharge down there, Gerald. He's let it go. He's got one after these, the long walls in the pen. He's working away. Damien Boyle's got number 9 almost completed and the brakes are going on him. Mouse has got number 10 on the board. Number 10's almost finished for Daniel McIntyre, and out the last leg comes Stratty on 9. He goes in for 10. He's going to haul in Shannon Wallace as he goes in for the first to the second shear. Wallace over the top. Right across the shoulder, the big man, he's pumping hard. Daniel McIntyre, down the belly. Stratty's got a bit of a wriggler. Round the back of the head comes the man down on stand number 6. The big Buick starting to fire in down there. Mousey O'Neill's halfway through number 11. Down there, Damien Boyle up over the top on his first of his second shear. Mousey's gone round him. He's charging hard on Shannon Wallace. Round the back of the gate comes Stratty. Daniel McIntyre into the long blow. Sheep number 11 from Wallace as well. It's all starting to tighten up here, Tuma.
It certainly is. Here come the Kiwis. Holy smokes, these Kiwis got on the flat skin sheep. They've gone into overdrive. David Buick down there on stand number 6. You watch this guy go. He has got a pump it as well. Look at Nathan Stratford down the last side. That sheep's trying to kick him. Come on, Shaddy. But it's all Daniel McIntyre. The Mac Attack on stand number 3. And he goes, the Aussie boy. Shannon Wallace, stand number 1. Shannon's pumping 2. Holy smokes, Gerald.
Holy smoke, hold the phone a friend, do whatever you want to do, but keep your eyes open. The mouse man, O'Neill. Look at that, he's still making them nice and clean. He went to the other side of the bracelet for a bit of a tidy up. Take the revision mirrors off, Mouse, and just get into it. Shannon Wallace goes in for the last one. McIntyre's got the last one on the board. Up the neck he goes into the base of the ear. Mouse man's not going to give in. Colin O'Neill, he's got a little beauty. Buick's only one down, but he's chasing Boyle. Can he catch Boyle? That weak competition going on down the bottom. Stratty's still in the game. He knows his job will be super clean. McIntyre turns to the last side. Colin O'Neill, what a super duper charge he's come with in the finish. Firing those shots in there. Will he catch Shannon Wallace? It looks like Daniel McIntyre's going to be the first one in for the button to stop the time. Ladies and gentlemen, a magical display of shearing.
Come on, the mouse! Come on, his mouse is health! Let it go down! Under the shoulder of a Shannon Wallace, under the shoulder of a mouse. Who's got the fastest? It's Shannon Wallace, is it? Oh, what a sort of a sheep that one! Shannon Wallace! Whoa! And the mouse has got it under control here. Finally, when you can reach right. Oh, that's a real rectangular of a sheep, that one. Let it go. Well, you don't
Let her go. What a sensational shear, ladies and gentlemen. Colin O'Neill.
Here comes
Now
the
we've got
Strat man.
Stratty. Nathan Stratford all the way from Invercargill. He's going to be up on the board a lot here tonight. He's got another big final to do yet, but it's the furthest thing from his mind. He goes in with the clock. At the moment, he's wearing the silver fern. Have a look at the battle down the way there. Oh, look, can we get off? All these time points are going to count, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's going to come down to. Sure, us commentators are throwing a little bit of, bit of oxygen on the fire, a few herbs and spices into it, a little bit of colour TV, but it's all down to the judges after this. But here comes Mr. Buick. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause.
Woo! What a shear! What a shear to be over a merino and a half behind. And pull it back.
We got Damien Boyle coming down the last side. Come on, you people here in New Zealand, don't be stingy. Get behind the Aussie fella. Well done to Damien Boyle. Hey, he's all the way from the WA.
What a super finish there by Buick. Comes storming home. What happened to your Coke tumour?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another little gig coming up, and this is by the Rathkill Band. Here's our own boys up here. You guys right? You got 2 songs? Let's turn it up, guys.
Work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, yo. Shorty get down, good lord. Baby got him open all over town. Strictly bitch, you don't play around. Cover much ground, got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte. He each and every day, true play away. I can't get her out of my mind. Well, I think about the girl all the time. East side to the west side, pushing fat rides, ain't no surprise. She got tricks in the stash, stacking up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, she's on when she's got to have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10, I wanna get in. Can I get down so I can win? I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. Oh, she's got class and style, street knowledge by the pound. A baby never act wild, very low-key on the profile. Catching feelings is a no, let me tell you how it goes. Curves the word, spins the verb, loving your show, so freak what you heard. Rolling with the fatness, you don't know what the half is. You got to pay to play, just for show to bang bang to look away. I like the way you work it, drop these all day, every day, yo. You're blowing my mind, maybe in time, baby, I can get you in my ride. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, yo. You are having a great time tonight. You, yeah. Sorry that joke was sort of bad. In all seriousness, I hope you're all having a great time here at the Golden Shears. And no one's feeling too sheepish. Well, we got Jamie on the drums here, Jack on the bass guitar, Lundy on the guitar, and myself, I'm John. I hope you're enjoying our rendition of the No Diggity by Chet Faker and Golden Ceiling by the Black Keys later. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Oh, I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. Yo, I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. She screams again, roar at the door. My mind can't take much more. I could never drown it. She wanna get my gold on the ceiling. I ain't blind, it's just a matter of time before you steal it. It's alright, ain't no God in my house. The clouds covered loves, barbed wired snares, strung up, strung out. I just can't go without. I could never drown. She wanna get by. She wanna get my gold on the ceiling. I ain't blind, it's just a matter of time before you steal it. It's alright, ain't no God in my house. She wanna get by. She wanna get my gold on the ceiling. I ain't blind, it's just a matter of time before you steal it. It's alright, ain't no God in my gold on the ceiling. I ain't blind, it's just a matter of time before you steal it. It's alright, ain't no God in my house. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Trackside Studios. Well, wasn't that great? And didn't
Hey,
the
way
Kiwis
down,
do-
fellas. Good on you, good singing there. Hey, just like to say there's a Honda Jazz car.
Welcome back to the Trackside Studios. Well, wasn't that great? And didn't the Kiwis do themselves proud? Although I suspect it's going to be very, very close. The inclusion of the Merinos to make sure that it evens out the ledger, and this could go either way. The next event on the card is the Golden Shears Open Woolhandling. Now let's have a look and see what exactly is required in the wool handling. And the purpose of wool handling is to improve the value of the wool by identifying and removing the impurities and faults in the wool. They only have one chance and are pushed very much by the clock. The fleece needs to be removed from the board, thrown onto the table to ensure an even spread, skirted of faults, and packed away before the next fleece is ready. Open grade shearers can remove a fleece in under a minute, so the wool handlers have to be ready to work very, very quickly. Each wool handler needs to process 6 long wool before 4 second shears with a 15-second break between the 2 wool types. Now, first place receives $1,400, the Hinarau Mason Memorial Trophy, and the Royal Agricultural Society New Zealand Gold Medal. Okay, time to cross back now to Masterton, where the Golden Shears Open Wool Handling is about to start.
Let's go. 1, 2.
Just like to say there's a Honda Jazz car that's got its window down. Joy and Bruce probably own it. It's over by the supermarket, so your driver's window is down. So Honda Jazz, grey with blue diamonds.
Thank you, Gerald. Ladies and gentlemen, we go on with the primary ITO-sponsored Open Wool Handling Championship. There was just under 50 open class wool handlers that started. Now we're down to the top 12. And we were fortunate this week to have Mr. Nathan Guy, our MP for the primary industries. And we just got a little bit of stats on it. Bronwyn Winchester and Fred Hardy, welcome to the hall tonight. They are the primary ITO people. And Nathan Guy reckons he wants to double exports. Currently, it's about